was a very small detail that I liked. Hello there, everyone, by the way. I didn't intend to record this. I was using this as like a soft intro for myself so I could cut around. But yeah, I found it interesting that Fragile was there. It's the first time when I've been doing these little cutscene things that it's like, oh, actually Fragile is here. Cool. Small details, but I like them. Because I feel like what this misses is we can't actually wander around the ship. You know, it's like view test weapons, cool, we can leave the room, go across here. You know, we've got the VR stuff and all that, it's cool. But that's pretty much it. You know, once we leave, we go back to the private room. So it feels like we're locked in a little bit. Don't mind it, but it takes away that freedom, doesn't it? Anyway, let's have a quick drink. Can I skip these just because he just take a while drinking them? There we go, it's all teed up. Have a quick to buy it while you're here. And yeah, let's head out. Let's see what the next mission does for us. Somehow I get the feeling we could have a vision.
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions. But what makes you think you have a choice?
Interesting. I feel like as soon as we know who this person is, the better. You could have said the same earlier, though.
Another request is ready for you. You'll find it lit. So you know, Sam, Fragile is currently looking into Lou. Meanwhile, Tarman is conducting a separate investigation into the giant mech that attacked you earlier. For now, we would like you to focus on extending the network. That is a task only you can handle. As the network grows in size, we will have much more information at our disposal to further our efforts. That said, you won't be able to proceed until the situation at West Fort Knott has been resolved. It appears that they're in dire need of additional supplies, to the point that they don't even have enough to prepare cargo for your next destination. This next order is intended to alleviate the situation. You're to restore the mine north of F1 and its monorail station to working order and link up West Fort Knott. After which, you'll deliver a large quantity of excavated materials from the mine to the settlement by rail. As this is a somewhat complicated order, I'll brief you on the details as you review the map. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could make this main order your top priority.
It feels like this is connected to the sub-order in the previous location as well we were at. Alright, so restore the monorail and deliver special alloys.
Alright, Sam. You'll need to work through several steps to complete this order. To begin with, collect the cache of materials waiting for you on the DHV Magellan. Take these to the mine north of F1. The location has been marked for you on your map. And when you arrive there, submit the materials using the terminal on site. This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Next, access the terminal again to commence mining operations. If all goes well, a large quantity of materials should be extracted. You'll then need to deliver those materials to West Fort Knott. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier. Upon your arrival at F1, use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials for processing and to finally complete the order. That's all there is to it. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1.
Alright, so it's not that complicated, to be fair. They were making it out like it was a lot worse. Warning, Causeway K. A shallow beach where scattered sandbars form a path. Porters have been reported as being attacked by a group of cow creatures in this area. Okay. So we might want to be careful. I'm thinking then, maybe what we'd do... We're obviously here. Can I zoom in a bit? Maybe... Hang on, is that the monorail? I'm assuming that is the monorail. So I think what we'd do I'm really sort of being very cautious with this. I don't know why. Let's make our way to about here. Actually, let's make our way to that paver, just for argument's sake, as a point of interest, shall we say. Then we're going to make our way over to here. And then finally to there.
Delivery route finalized.
That's very boring, I know, but it's kind of just giving me markers to go through, I guess. How deep's that water? Does it say? It does not say. Okay.
On this occasion, you'll be delivering some heavy materials. You can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. Alternatively, floating carriers can now be fabricated. These carriers are ideal for taking heavy cargo across terrain ill-suited to vehicles. If that sounds good to you, try fabricating one and loading the materials onto it. And when you're not using the carrier for cargo, you can hop aboard and kick the ground and use it as a makeshift skateboard. Just remember that floating carriers require chiral crystals to function, so keep a supply on hand.
Okay, so I am glad they built these back. They were a good part of the last game. And yeah, we are going to craft one. We're going to craft two. Yeah, so let's get this right. Fabricate. Okay. And we're going to load one. Unfold carrier and load cargo. That's it. Load onto carrier one. Load onto carrier one.
Floating carriers can be loaded with cargo once deployed in the field.
Floating carriers need to be placed in the field before you can load them with cargo through cargo management screen. Okay, so floating carrier one. Place that on there as well. Okay, I think that's all okay. Let's go. Let's just activate the terminal. I've just realized I've got a load of cargo that I don't really need. Or I might not need, I should say. Oh, I don't know who that was for, but it was destroyed, so recycle it. I've got shotguns that I probably wouldn't use in a normal situation. I'll keep one assault rifle just in case. Yeah, I've got a load of things here. Recycle all that. Recycle that. That's used. Okay. There we go. We're just a bit lighter now. Right, before we go, am I connected? We are. Cool. Let's get the strand. Tie the cargo down. Now, I know that that's there, but I feel I can afford to leave it there. Oh, a little bit fragile.
Sam, there's another porter
Hey.
here. Since you brought this site onto the chiral network, perhaps they thought they could make use of the additional data to make a safe run. To go and say hello?
Yeah, I've just given them a like. Right, now I'm walking this way and I'm probably going the wrong way. Let me just check my map. We won't go that way. Alright, I was distracted by those porters. You're friendly. Okay, so first question you might be asking them. Why don't you take a trike? Simple reason being, one, we got the floating carriers just now, I want to give them a go. Two, sometimes having a bit of an exploration in the game rather than just driving around at top speed is fun. But also, it's that thing of, if I do take the trike to my location, unless I'm mistaken anyway, I'm going to have to leave the trike there. So I might as well walk there and come back on the monorail. That was my thought process. The only thing I didn't bring with me that I may need is PCCs to just create a generator or two, but hopefully we've got enough. That giant octopus was weird. I recovered the wreckage of the mech that Higgs summoned and shared the data with Drawbridge. It's really weird. It's like it's not a machine at all. The tech it's using is totally new to me. What the hell is it? Tar Man. Looks like it's got tar inside. Is that what powers it? How is it controlled? So many mysteries. Here's hoping our combined efforts can unravel them. Oh. Okay, the local porters are just saying thank you. I mean, that's cool. I felt like that first one was worth checking out because it seemed connected to the story. The second one was just like, hey, you spoke to porters. Good on you. I'm not a douchebag. Or I try not to be. Alright, so we're going to have to leave the power network in a sec. I've reached marker A2. Cool. Before we go anywhere, I wouldn't mind using this watchtower. Let's just see if we can spot anything on the horizon. Oh, don't start playing that. I've had one copyright strike. I don't want multiple. Well, I say copyright strike. You know what I mean? Every time I play music, it pops up saying, this person authorizes the use on YouTube. And I bet they do. All right, so 1369 meters away. I don't think there's anything on the horizon to be worried about as such. Okay. Yeah, I'm sprinting. I don't want that song playing. Hey. I've said it before. I like a cutscene where, you know, it's got a bit of relevance to what's going on with the characters. I don't mind it. I'm not going to make a fuss about music in that sense. It's the fact that it can end up feeling gratuitous if I allow it to play when it doesn't need to be played. It's like, yeah, I'm trying to strike that happy balance that maybe YouTube would be okay with. Again, I know I won't be able to monetize the video, but well, monetize the video if I play the music in it, but I want to avoid the potential of anything else happening. Last thing I want is to upload a series and then have large spurts where I have to mute the audio. Oop. Come on. Got our balance. We're on balance. I may have gone off direction a little bit. I don't know where the marker is I set myself. I don't think it really matters, but... Oh, I just said go straight there by the looks of it. Oh, cool. Just run, Sam, run. I could have sworn I sat at a more mid-ground. Alright, so we'll just run through here. No real reason not to. Ooh, someone's put a bridge up over here. Nice. Hey, is that a paver? Hey, I like pavers. I have such weird tastes when it comes to games. The idea of rebuilding the roads, it's like, yep. That is a thing they really got me on. Oh, I like it, but I don't want to be listening to your music, sorry. Let me just talk a bit. Thank you for the bridge, whoever you are, but yeah, I'm just going to keep talking loud as I can. Alright. We'll see how much this needs. Can't use the materials here, but I can at least have a gander at it. Oh, they got nothing, right. I can pop some Carol crystals in. See, this is the thing I don't mind doing on my own as well. You know, when I'm not recording, I just fancy a bit of chill time. Just rebuild the roads. Why not? Right, I'm guessing that's the destination. Yeah, 607 meters. We're not far away at all. I spoke about this during the first game, and I will reiterate it a bit during this. I would like it if the changes you make during the game have an impact on the world. Even if it is, you start to see NPCs a little bit. Maybe it's a bit difficult to do, but I can't help but like the idea of it. Potential gatequake detected.
Here we go.
Whoa!
Right, I'm trying to see if anything's coming for me. Okay. I don't think it affected me, but it was, you know, enough to move me. All right, that's all yellow water, so I think we're fine. Okay, so structures affected by the quakes, you get more likes for helping. That's cool. You know, considering that was meant to be just yellow, that seemed pretty bad. Oh, okay, so the stuff... Oh, maybe that's what they're saying, the quake happened here. Okay, that's cool. Can I, like, provide Chiral crystals to do that? Repair structure, Chiral crystals... Emergency worker. Deliver emergency support for the first time. I mean, as a concept, I think it's a bit odd, but we'll take it. Why not? I'm calling it odd, by the way, because it's like... I feel like it's just the same as the first game, except for... they've given it a different sort of type of damage. Like before it was just timefall, whereas this is like, oh, you know, it could be rockfall, and it's like, okay, cool. It's fine either way. It's a cool little thing. Is that another paver? Oh, it's the... I get it. Ooh, Chiral crystals. Well, considering I've just donated a few, I wouldn't mind picking some up. Although I do feel the need to be concerned somewhat. Like, is there a reason for these? We've got a package here we can pick up. Oh, wow. Went cinematic all of a sudden. Okay, let's go inside.
Good day, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
You offer me Chiral crystals, I will take them.
Decontamination in progress.
Mine.
Anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Activate terminal. Restore mining facility. Select the materials needed to restore the facility from your cargo. If you don't currently have enough materials, you can contribute what you have for now, then come back later and add the rest. We're online. Okay.
Well done, Sam. I've never seen a working monorail before. Think of all the stuff it could carry. All right then, why don't we extract some materials?
Okay. So mine. Use Chiral crystals to mine for materials. Okay.
Please submit materials.
So do I just put all my Chiral crystals in? Wow, that is a lot.
Very good, Sam. Now all you have to do is load the extracted materials onto the monorail for transport.
Yeah, use the monorail. Transport cargo and vehicles via rail or hop aboard yourself. I think we'll do that. Confirm destination. Load cargo. Wow, okay, that looks cool. And dispatch. Oh, hang on. Get on or off. I'm on. Okay, dispatch. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look, that's why you can jump down.
Network coverage.
Don't get me wrong, right? Some things are derpy as hell, but I love this. 1 second. I have got to take a photo of it. I don't know how exactly, but I know I've got to take a photo of it. All right. Let's get to our destination. But I love this as like a very silly and quirky addition. I'm completely fine with this. Wow, and something else is going somewhere else as well. Woo! I've got no more words for it other than that. I think this is a cool addition. Yeah, I wish I could say anything more, but cool just sums it up. I mean, I don't even know how much we'll be using it practically, but just the idea that it's there, it makes the world feel a lot more lived in. West Fort Knot, current inhabitants 50,022. Sorry, 29, sorry. That is a lot. Where I would like to could see these people. We're just the poor relatives. Freight has been stored in your private locker. Well, that's brilliant. The idea that we've now got a little elevator that we can step out of.
Transported by the monorail has been placed in your private locker. The cargo can...
Okay, deliver and report. The private locker contains cargo designated for delivery to this facility. Deliver this cargo as well? Yes. Confirm and yes. I think it was a bit more than that, but we'll assume that that's what they want us to think.
Did you actually manage to restore the monorail? Awesome. With it back up and running, you'll be able to transport materials from the mines. Right. Sorry. Let's take a look at these materials you brought.
All okay? Don't see why not.
Look at all this. I think it's safe to say we'll have nothing to worry about for a while.
Good. Oh, we got the pickup off-roader, a highly customizable battery-powered truck that can carry large amounts of cargo. I would read the rest, but it's moving at a very fast speed. Want to try that again? While it can never get any kind of surface, the pickup off-roader will perform best on paved roads. Be aware that the battery will drain very quickly when the pick-off off-roader is in water. The pickup off-roader will also short-circuit when struck by electrical attacks, rendering it temporarily unusable.
Found some of our missing stuff, did you? I thought this was gone for good.
All right, any likes? Enough to get the second star and nearly a third. That means we've got...
great strides in our research thanks to you. If it's all right, we'd like you to have this.
So a vehicle component that increases battery capacity can be fitted to both the tri-cruiser and the pickup off-roader. Multiple units can be equipped to further the maximum distance the vehicle can travel. Cool. Yeah, we got the bandwidth and everything else.
Increasing the amount of materials you can withdraw.
I mean, considering how many materials I just delivered, you would think that we'd have more to access. Servicemanship up to 30. Well, over 30, wow. Up to 40, wow. Bridge link up to 27. We're now porter grade 130, an export transporter. We've now got the carrier handling boost. Boosts the floating carrier's maneuverability when ridden. And we've also got a sharing boost. Optimize the sharing boost enhancement, boosting its efficiency. Also got a timefall generator. Uses timefall to recharge Sam's battery. I like that, actually. All right. We actually delivered 1,943 kilos of cargo. That is impressive.
Oh, here's a little something extra as thanks. I got them just for you. Figured they'd suit your style. They sure weren't easy to come by. A real collector's item, I hear.
Ooh, what have you got for us? Sunglasses. Kino 01. Sunglasses released as part of the Gentle Monster 2024 collection. They are notable for their balanced structure, square shape, and simple black frame. The temples are adorned with iconic metal detailing, fitted with special lenses that block direct and reflected sunlight. Hideo, why do I get the feeling that you're doing some marketing in your game? I don't know, I'm not a sunglasses guy, but well, I do have sunglasses, just to be clear, but I do not know enough about them.
We really appreciate your help. At the risk of stating the obvious, it's going to take an awful lot of resources to restore the other roads and monorails to working order. But at least with this monorail operational, you can bring us large shipments of materials with relatively minimal effort. That's going to go a long way towards getting other sections up and running again. We can fabricate pickup off-roaders now, by the way. I'm pretty fond of them myself.
All right, so... Hey, yeah, tell me more about the pickup off-roader.
It's a large four-wheel drive vehicle. Boasts significant cargo carrying capacity for the hard-working porter. The driver's seat is in an elevated position and exposed by design. This allows the driver to survey their surroundings more easily and engage enemies with small arms if necessary. You can customize it quite a bit too. Attach all kinds of different parts as you like. That said, a lot of parts are still in development, but you'll receive their data as soon as it's ready. The schematics for this vehicle have already been shared with everyone on the chiral network, which means that we can look forward to other people drafting even more new parts.
Okay. What about the other monorail lines?
Sure. The monorail network was extensive and once stretched across a good chunk of Australia's coastline. But repeated exposure to timefall has seen it degrade significantly. And with the constant threat of BTs and armed groups, it's not been possible to repair the damage. If you happen to come across a track layer, be sure to feed it any materials you can spare. Even a small contribution will make a difference. Anyway, just something to think about.
All right, I'll be seeing you.
We're so grateful for the assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
Very kind.
You managed to save the day, Sam. The people here now have more than enough supplies for their needs. They should be able to prepare cargo for the next delivery too. But first, I have some information to share with you. About Lou. Return to the DHV Magellan so we can talk.
Alright, let's go.
Order completed. Well done.
I am curious what you've got to say. I don't feel the need to dilly-dally. This seems like a potentially big story beat, so let's go find out what's going on. go to the bridge.
Hey, Sam. How's it going? I have updates for you, if you have time.
I take it you've learned more about Lou?
We followed up on the message Deadman left for you at the lab. About how there was another BB-28, not Lou, who, according to the records, was decommissioned 4 years ago. The first time you and Lou met was about 2 years ago now, when you were entrusted with a BB previously issued to Bridges Corp's disposal. And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
Right. Because that was Lou's serial number. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned 4 years ago, Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
So what you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number, Lou inherited an old one?
As for Lou's mother, following the C-section, it seems she passed away. And that, pretty much, is the extent of our recent discoveries. Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. But we still have no idea who approved the serial number reassignment, much less why they did it.
Higgs said there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
I think it could be.
I want to know everything about Lou.
You're playing his game, Sam. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know.
If you're sure, Sam, I'll keep digging. In the meantime, you should get plenty of rest before your next mission.
It might be Higgs's game, as it were, but it doesn't mean that we can't play it and win it. That'd be my take. Gonna have a dream, Sam? I'm guessing not. Oh, let's get up now.
Sam, it's Charlie. A new order is now ready for you. I'd also like to brief you on your next destination. And I believe that Fragile wants to have a word as well. Visit the delivery terminal in West Fort Knott to take on the relevant main order.
Sam, it seems Tarman decided to leave a few books for you. Right there, by your bed. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things. Trust me.
Okay, so we have got a new main order. I am going to assume that essentially we've got books now as just another little thing in here. I don't think there's much else we can do right now this second though. So I am going to leave that there. One last thing before I go. I want to just check this. We go to social... No, it's not social strand, sorry, Corpus. It said Lou had been updated. So what have they actually said that's different? Deadman has discovered that there were 2 bridge babies with a serial number. 4 years ago, Bridge Bay Mark U-28 was incinerated. However, shortly afterward, that was given a unit with the same number. I'm curious which of this is different. Sam first met Luke before he embarked on the mission to connect North America to the Chiral network. He was given the job of urgently transporting a corpse that had been discovered in central Knot City to the incinerator. A member of the Bridge's corpse disposal team named Igor Frank joined him on the journey. Igor was not a doom sulfurer, so he took along a B-pod to detect the presence of BTs. But the corpse started to necrotize during transportation and transformed into a BT. But Igor, though not before he was able to give his BB pod to Sam. The void out that followed destroyed Igor and K1, leaving Sam and his new BB all alone in an enormous crater. The BB was Lou, who Sam took on his journey across North America. It emerged that Lou, which Igor had taken out of storage prior to the mission, had inherited the serial number BB-28 from another bridge baby that had been incinerated. It also revealed Lou's still mother had already died. Okay, so it's all things we know, but it's just kind of clarifying what has been going on, because we've got this separate entry about BB, and it's like, okay. I'm curious where they're going. I'm thinking to myself, they really seem to be trying to make it known to the player that Lou is dead. I can't help but wonder if there is more to it than that, because it feels... It's got that vibe of they're telling you something so much that you're kind of thinking, but is it? But is it true? So I don't know if I'm just in denial, because it'd be a very bold move of a game to kill a baby, or if it is that there is another twist. So again, we're going to find out. We're going to see as the story goes on. I apologize for keep looking at my watch. I've got an appointment in about 45 minutes, and I've got an alarm going off for it. So with that in mind, I'm going to cut this recording now. So thank you very much, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you enjoyed the series so far, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all the other stuff that we always say on YouTube, and I will see you next time. Goodbye for now, everyone.